Well, in the last 24 hours have certainly not been boring, right? XRP flips. Trump did the unthinkable. XRP directly benefited from it. All of crypto benefited from it. We're going to talk about this, and we're going to talk about what the rest of this week holds and how the overall market's looking. And ultimately, let's talk about XRP and how it is going to make you a ton of money as we roll forward into the remainder of 2025 and all that. So thanks for giving me a few minutes. Hit that like, hit that subscribe if you would. Subscribe button here on YouTube is free, by the way. It just means you want to follow my content. So just FYI on that. And if you're watching this on X, give me a follow if you would. So what happened? Well, everybody knows by now that yesterday, Wednesday, President Trump reversed his tariff war, if you will, against 99% of the countries that he had levied tariffs against. We all know this. And so he gave a 90-day pause. The stock market screamed back, adding $5.5 trillion back into market capitalization in one day. Crypto turned, XRP went up 15, 16 plus percent. By the way, stick to the end. I've got a way to show you how you can make even more money with your XRP and stocks as well. So just stay tuned for that as well. But that was in the last 24 hours. And XRP directly benefited from that, being down about 5% yesterday to being up north of 15. That's a 20% move from being down all the way up in a 24-hour period. And XRP directly benefited from President Trump's reversal on the tariffs. Now, we all know that there's 1%. There's one country that's still out there. That is China. We're going to continue to see how that plays out. But the trade war between China and the United States continues to be a battle of wills and a battle, if you will. All right. So kind of looking at what's going on the stock market side, stock market looks like it's going to open and be a little down today. If you can look on the right-hand side, see right above my picture, see where it says Dow futures down 528. NASDAQ futures down 423. This is the euphoria on the stock side is starting to slip a little bit. So we've got kind of a mixed bag over here. Core inflation rate is plummeted to a 4-year low. So we did get the inflation report coming in today, the CPI, which this is one of the key reports that the Federal Reserve looks at as it relates to should they or should they not raise or lower the base interest rate coming from the Fed. Again, that number coming in really good, actually. So this is most likely maybe going to continue to force the Federal Reserve's hand about reducing the interest rate in their upcoming June meeting, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so that's another story for another video. But XRP directly benefiting from what is going on the bigger financial market stage. And right now, as of the recording, up 12.3%. You can see our 24-hour high has been 209 right there, as well as where we started. We started at about $1.79 to 209. Volume is really flat as far as kind of relatively, so it's not up or down right now. It's at $7.29 billion, 24-hour volume, and market cap again up 12%. Overall market is up 6+%. Let me refresh this just to see if it's still, 6.06. So again, we've added a couple of $100 billion back in market cap that was lost and that is now moving back up. But, it's across the board. Bitcoin up 6.5%, Ethereum up 9%. Let's see, BNB, Solana up almost 9%, Dogecoin, so forth. Cardano up 11%, Chainlink up 10%. Hey, my portfolio is gaining back some today. HBAR up 19%+. That looks really good. HBAR coming on nice and strong. Okay, so Trump doing the unthinkable, reversing course, giving a 90-day pause on the tariffs is the direct benefit impact of what is going on to crypto right now. We'll see how the rest of the week shakes out and the rest of the month. It is obviously, we all know it has been a rocky first quarter of 2025, to say the least. Turbulent, tumultuous, whatever descriptive word you want to add. It has definitely not been an easy course to be in crypto. It is not. And ultimately, for me, that's part of the excitement of being in it. I like every single day. Where are we going to go? Where are we not going to go? Some days I wish we didn't have as much drama and as much movement as we do, and we were just kind of continuously kind of stair-stepping our way up. But that is simply not the cards that we're dealt right now. We are having to deal with Trump trying to reset decades worth of not favorable export conditions for the United States manufacturing industries, the United States agricultural industry, the United States cattle industry. I mean, you name it. I saw something the other day that we import like $26 billion worth of Australian beef, and yet their market is completely closed off to our beef industry. Again, I'm just giving you an example, right? And so I think that on in agriculture, that farmers could be selling their products overseas to India and the overseas countries, and simply really doesn't happen because of the not right, not fair trade policies and trade inefficiencies and inequities that are in place as we speak. Okay, so however you feel about Trump, regardless, he is trying to rectify again decades worth of issues and problems with our export and what we import and what we pay and all that kind of stuff. I think that he said there's short-term pain, long-term gain here. And we have definitely felt the short-term pain. Okay. So I promised you before I let you go that I'd show you how you can make even more money in crypto, as well as stocks. Look, this is the, what you're seeing right here is XRP. This was the buy to the sell. I've showed this a lot. In 89 days at 500%. This was after Trump got elected. $2,000 bought here, sold here, would have made you a profit of over 10 grand. Wanted to share this one with you. This is just now recent. So you can see about 2 days, 8 hours ago, my software gave a buy alert. That's what that green momentum up is. That's a buy alert. And we're up 15+%. Now, this is the news and this is what happened just in the last 24 hours. But you can see my software gave an alert 24 hours in advance of Trump breaking the news of reversing, and pausing the tariffs. Okay. So 15%, $1,000 bought here would have already made you a profit of $152. This is Tesla to show you a stock. So you can see it working with stocks. This is a buy alert to a sell alert. When Tesla moved up in 70 days, 87%, $1,000 bought here, sold here would have made you a profit of $871. But more importantly, you would have not have ridden it all the way down and lost 50%. See this red box right here, lost 50% in the next 88 days. And that's the key. It helps you know when to buy and when to sell. So you can put that, buy, sell, lock in that profit, put that profit in your bank account, in your pocket. All right. Bitcoin gave an early buy alert for Bitcoin, up 8%. This is one that's really interesting to look at. This is Jasmy. This is a pretty big crypto. So you can see this was back in November, buy here, sell here, 37 days, 200%. So $2,000 bought here, sold here would have made you a profit of over $4,000. But also see the sell came in, and then Jasmy, because of overall market conditions in the next 122 days, lost 81%. So you wouldn't have rode that 81% move down. You would have bought here, sold here, locked in that $4,000 profit, okay, and not lost a ton of money. In that scenario, over $1,600 of your profit. So there's a link in the description below, and that'll take you to this page. This is the best price I've ever offered. This is the deepest discount. I'm offering you even deeper discount on it to make it basically $1 a day because of the market conditions, because how rough everything has been. Quarterly option is the cheapest. There's a 30-day, no questions asked, money back refund guarantee. Use that discount code down there by that link. It's SP1, SP1. That gets you the best discount possible. Take advantage of it. You have 30 days to try the software for free. If you don't like it, you get an instant refund the minute you ask for it. Okay, so give it a look. As always, thanks for giving me a few minutes, and we'll see you here in a little bit. Take care. Bye.